What is up, YouTube? Frost the Hobidon here, and I know long time no see. It has been a while. We are back with another reaction video, another death battle, and this is death battle Ghost Rider versus Spawn. I know it's been a while. It's been weeks. It's been weeks. Yikes! It's been weeks. I am so sorry to everyone. A lot has been happening. I don't want to get into details. Yeah. Your boy's been busy. Like I said, I don't have a planned schedule when I do reaction videos. I've been busy. Let's say it's... What's the cause? Personal life. That's it. Just some personal life's going on. I'm sorry I kept y'all waiting. I know it's been weeks. I haven't gotten the chance to do any reaction videos in a while. And I mean a very long while. And I am so sorry for that. But like I said, I usually plan these videos on my time only. And I usually don't get the chance to do any of these reactions because I've been kept away from it all. Heck, I even had time to do some drawings for myself. So when I do, I just post it on the time when it's done. I do it bit by bit. So I'm sorry for that. Also the Sonic IDW review is in the works, as well as those who requested the 2 videos that is requested by Zach Cal and Nevin Punzel. Those are still happening. Do not worry. They are happening. I just need to get to it if I don't get stopped for too long. Like this, I'm trying to keep as many videos for at least 1 or 2 videos a month. That is the plan. But if I could get at least 1 video a month, that's fine. But I try to get as many as I can in a month just to keep the channel and keep y'all entertained, because I like you guys. You guys are amazing. And I appreciate y'all's support for sticking around. Anywho, let's not waste any time here. This is Death Battle, Ghost Rider versus Spawn. I am familiar with both of these characters. Ghost Rider from the Marvel Comics and Spawn from Image Comics. Mostly because Keith, mostly because the voice actors. Voice actors who play Spawn. Keith, Kenneth, David Keenan. Ah, crap, I can't even pronounce his name. This is how tired I am, guys. This is how tired I am. Keith David, that's his name. I hope that's his name. I might be wrong. Please correct me if I am. Anywho, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for future videos. Make sure to support the official release in the link in the description down below. If you want to support my channel, be a member on my Patreon. It's only $1 a month. It's that simple. If you want to higher tiers, you get access to other artworks that I would post if I ever get the chance to post artwork there. I rarely get the chance to do so, but I will post it. Or if you want to show your support in any way, I do have a Ko-fi. Ko-fi website. I will have that uploaded later on. The link, it's in the links in the description down below. I appreciate y'all's support. It's just help if you want to help donate to keep the channel alive, and just to show your support, or if you wanted to commission of artwork you want me to draw for you, let me know. I appreciate your support. I do have a Ko-fi account. That being said, without further ado, let's get on to reaction, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, let's do it to it. All right. Oh, the Akira slide, of course. Gotta add the Akira slide.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn, the Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon.
That is a cool title. I gotta admit, that is a cool title. Also, this is gonna be pixels, 2D pixel animation. They're getting really good with their pixel animations, guys.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Nice to meet you guys
up
again.
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death
battle. Let's do this. All right.
Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts.
That's from the movie. I remember that.
Father, Crash Simpson. Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save him.
Wrong crash. That is sad. Also, wrong Crash. Boomstick. Wrong Crash. We're not our favorite Bandicoot here.
And he turned to the only thing that could. The devil.
No.
To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul
that's
to
not a good
Mephisto,
idea.
king of the 8th layer of hell. Only for Crash to actually live up to his name right after. But
yeah, he actually, after he got free from it, he got himself killed in a motorcycle accident. didn't go so well. Also, never make deals with. Also, fans, never make deals with devils. They do not keep their promises. You will get screwed over.
Instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
The talking, explaining skeleton
lived up
guy.
to his name and burst into hellfire. An undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hug. The 5th scariest Nick Cage performance.
That is true.
Man from hell. He called himself the Daredevil.
No.
Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken.
Oh, why you had to use that cover? Why you had to use that cover of latest cover of Daredevil? The writer of the modern day Daredevil comics is terrible. I don't know what this right now currently. He's a terrible writer. It's an embarrassment. He makes Daredevil Matt Murdock look like an idiot. Look incompetent. Then again, Marvel do the same thing to Spider-Man, and Spider-Man comics in 616 are terrible as well. They just love punishing this guy. So read Ultimate Spider-Man. Although you're gonna have someone in Ultimate Spider-Man, really good. Peter's married, he got 2 kids. The Ultimate Universe got new Ultimate Avengers. It's a new universe. It's really good. It's better than the main 616. Honestly, anything is better than the main 616.
Okay, then how about the Ghost Rider?
Casper,
we definitely
Beetlejuice,
didn't
get out of
forget
there.
that we named a character the same thing only 5 years earlier. Oh, you.
Oh yeah,
The
that did
Ghost
happen.
Rider was bad news.
That did happen. Real name, Jonathan/Johnny Blaze. Height, he's 6 feet and 2 inches tall. Wow, that tall guy. Weighs 220 pounds. Former stunt cyclist. Bonded with Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance. Former king of hell. And fellow Ghost Rider, along with Danny Ketch, his brother, and Robbie Reyes, which certain fans like Robbie Reyes a lot. Robbie Reyes, a Latino American Ghost Rider who rides not a bike, but a car, and a good-looking car, who takes after his little brother who is paralyzed.
For Earth sinners and scumbags. He's strong
Danny
enough to
Ketch
pull
is
down
somehow stronger than
skyscrapers,
him.
blow up
That's
mountains,
true.
and
Yes.
cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Don't even
That-
think about fighting back. He can remake
Never
his
dream
whole
of it.
body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage.
Correct.
Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body. His whole
That's right.
arsenal is hellfire. Ghosty
Of
can
course.
create anything he can think of.
All right, Damnation Stare, Demonic Magic, Hell Cycle, Hellfire, Mystic Chains, Pendant Stare, the most popular move, Regenerative Healing, Sin and Soul Manipulation, and Superhuman
From an
Physique.
infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds.
Oh, I
or
didn't know he got a
flaming
shotgun.
Missile barbed right out of his mouth.
That's
life
insane.
goals.
And he can imbue other objects with hellfire, such as
That's the first time I saw that in the movies. When it's Nick Cage's second Ghost Rider movie, that he uses a car or a crane and use it with hellfire.
his hell cycle.
Oh,
Cool
this
as bike.
badass bike can outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which
That
can
is
cross
true.
the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky,
Oh.
or released from his...
His boner, Wiz.
I remember that. That was
And
funny.
it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can burn away your very soul.
This
Yes, it
technique
does.
would be mastered by Johnny's
Ask Lobo
successor, his
about
own
that.
brother, Danny Ketch.
Oh yeah,
Danny
Johnny's
Ketch
not
is
the
awesome.
only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one that burns your soul to smithereens with just a look. The Penance Stare.
The penance stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon
Yes, it
others.
does.
Every cruelty, no matter how small or righteous, is reflected back.
Yeah, every sin will be thrown back at you tenfold with the Pendant Stare. Also, that scene in his eyes of Galactus, first, that was an epic move. Ghost Rider just pulled up with a Fantastic Four and Crystal were dealing with Galactus. Ghost Rider just showed up, used Pendant Stare to make him feel the pain of all the billions of lives that he devoured throughout the universe. It took down Galactus with one stare. Such a powerful technique. And then he just leaves and saying, I'll leave the humans deal with your fate, Galactus. First off, don't know what the humans are going to do with a big guy like Galactus, but okay.
A biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul. It even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and
That
Danny
I
got into
didn't
a
know.
staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Okay. okay. Danny Ketch. I mean, it's hard for me to tell the difference between Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze due to the designs, but I got the for me it is. For me, it's hard to tell which one it is. Danny Ketch is more powerful. Seems to be more powerful than Johnny, I believe, since he's able to beat him multiple times with the pendant
Eyes
stare.
are windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the pen and stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher, supposedly because he didn't regret his actions.
Of course,
but
the
it
Punisher
did work on him on other occasions.
Well,
Right.
Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you.
He did this to Deadpool, and I think Deadpool allowed Ghost Rider to do this just to reflect on his actions, to feel bad of what he's done. And Deadpool allowed it because, yeah, Deadpool's insane, but he's not. Deadpool's an insane person, but he's not fully evil or messed up in the head. There was a story
He
about
can
that.
use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Yeah,
Remember,
that part.
the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the
That is
kinder
correct.
Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
Ah, classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then
Yep.
everything is screwed.
Zarathos' strength is boundless. He can
Okay, Asgard is shown to be in a higher dimension from the Incredible Hulk Volume 1, Issue 312, and Beyond the Final Universe, Thor Volume 1, Issue 143. As the Marvel Universe contains as an infinite set of universes, this means Asgard is distanced from the Earth is infinite.
open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters.
Yes, he has. Source of the Ghost Rider's power, Zarathos is the source of Ghost Rider's powers, demonic physiology, nature manipulation, magical energy manipulation. Other hosts such as Alejandro Jones, the Hood, a single mother, Skymer, Dagger, Craven, and the Brood. Possibly an angel.
Like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Hell, Strange
Oh, yeah,
said
World War
Zarathos is a
Hulk
threat
story.
to all realms, mortal and immortal.
If Doctor Strange says he's a threat, you better believe it.
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders did just that.
Yeah, there are more of
an
them.
army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's
Ugh, that is terrifying. While the first heavenly spirit of vengeance emerges after the Great Flood, Mephisto has been creating them even earlier. The first recorded Ghost Rider appeared in Siri 1 million BC and teamed up with a younger Odin in the first Iron Fist. I remember something like that when one of comic book historians comics. Rest in peace, Sammy, the OG comic book historian, did a story on that part.
power to act as his
And I believe one of the
divine
first
wrath
Black
on
Panther,
Earth.
too.
A sort of heavenly Black Ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still a demon?
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in
Why not
existence,
both?
it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed
course.
victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore.
Mephisto, the-
hence
the
how he could bond
douchebag.
him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got his revenge against that big red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones.
And I don't know what Marvel's doing with Alejandra Jones. Is she still around in the main 616 comics? Oh well, Marvel doesn't write any Ghost Rider stories anymore, which is sad,
Bet
really.
you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your
Ah, one more day. Reference to Spider-Man One More Day. Oh, I hate that comic so much. The comic that made Spider-Man make a deal with the devil to bring his Aunt May back to life. Who, that old lady is probably over 100 years old now in the main comics. And doing that, Mephisto took away Spider-Man and Mary Jane's marriage, their memories of their love together, and their unborn daughter. And because Joe Quesada, Nick Lowe, they hate Spider-Man being happy. They hate Spider-Man having a wife and having a child. They think Peter Parker would be too old, would be seen too old, and has to be related to younger audiences. Joe Quesada, Nick Lowe, if you're so worried about that, don't you think Miles Morales was for that, for younger audiences? You have a young Spider-Man. It's called Miles Morales. Why won't you let 616 Peter Parker get married and have a child? Or Spider-Girl? Do y'all hate Mayday Parker? Do y'all hate Peter's daughter so much that you would keep her dead or forever in the main 616? And you already ruined Mary Jane Watson with the terrible writer Zeb Wells, and being with some guy who killed billions of his universe named Paul. And nobody likes Paul, and yet you still shove that in our faces. And now I'm starting to think, and I'm reading the latest comics of Venom, I'm starting to think y'all trying to make Paul the new Venom, since Eddie Brock and his son are no longer connected to Venom. Paul is the new Venom for some reason. I can see it now. I'm gonna call it. Paul is the new Venom, and it's gonna make a lot of Venom fans, Spider-Man fans, and Marvel fans very angry. Why y'all keep pushing Paul into this? We sick and tired of Paul. Again, fans, go read Ultimate Spider-Man. It's way better than what Nick Lowe and the writers of main 616 comic writers are doing. Jonathan Hickman and his team knows how to write Spider-Man, and way better than Nick Lowe.
Your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could
Silver
cause
Surfer.
omniversal Armageddon, fitting as his fight with Galactus rents the cosmos asunder.
He looks like a rat in that
Galactus'
image.
fight can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse.
Galactus
That's the
is
kind
no
of
joke.
awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
Quick fact, are y'all excited to see Galactus, comic book accurate Galactus, in the new Fantastic Four film? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sorry I'm talking a lot. I know people saying they had a problem with me talking, but this is my video. It's been a while. Deal with it. Still love you guys, though. Still love you guys.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Until Marvel
Scoring
Comics
the
decided,
total
screw that.
power of
We're not
hell
doing that
itself,
anymore.
Plus a sick-ass upgrade, the damnation.
As the King of Hell, Johnny broke through the million different enchantments placed by Doctor Strange and Wong in Ghost Rider Volume 9, Issue 4, and harmed Lilith, who planned to merge all of the netherworlds in the Spirit of Ghost Rider, Mother of the Demons issue.
Stare, which skips the whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell. No shot.
Yeah.
As they say though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to
He beats, outsped Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, survived a battle with World War Hulk, used the penance stare on a whole city, took a missile that would have destroyed the angel Saint Michael. It fought all the Avengers to a standstill, defeated Doctor Strange, Mephisto, Null, the Living Darkness, and Zakiel. Okay.
capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to
He
damn them
defeated
to
Null,
hell,
the symbiote
he began
god.
absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Danny with
Though
the
he
dub.
gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war
Apparently
against
Danny has
demons
brown
without
hair.
and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways.
Play the
for
game
evil
Marvel
and the
Midnight Sun.
profane.
It's really
An
good.
unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself
See that scene
shit
here.
his pants.
Maybe one day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
As they sure as hell won't find any in his.
No, they won't.
Let's go, baby.
If Al Al Simmons was one thing,
Yep.
he was a killer.
A
Yes, he
lieutenant colonel
was.
in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because Al's immortal
Yeah.
soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the
Yeah.
Eighth Circle of Hell.
I remember
By their
this.
pact,
He
Simmons
was
would be
uglier in the
reborn
movie.
a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's blood.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years
Yeah.
later, after his wife had already remarried and
Yeah.
had a daughter.
There,
Yep.
you saw her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born the
That was rude, man. Yeah, this is why you never make a deal with a demon. There's always a cat, and it will screw you over. There, you saw her. Oh man. Demons will always find that loophole to screw you over. Never trust a demon.
undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's so 90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest.
Al Simmons. Full name, Albert Francis Simmons. Alias, Lieutenant Colonel Hellspawn Al the Sad Man. He is 6 feet and 3 inches tall. Wow, 400 pounds. Yikes. Former CIA assassin, bonded with KF Letha. I'm guessing it's that cape, I believe. A natural parasite. Former King of Hell. Longest reigning independent comic book character. That is also true. Fun fact. Spawn has crossovered with multiple characters. DC Comics, such as Batman, Marvel, Spider-Man, Mortal Kombat, and even Archie Sonic the Hedgehog. Spawn has crossed over with a lot of them, as well as Invincible. We will not see Spawn in the Invincible TV show because of copyrights, and yeah, I already seen the episode. They didn't show it due to the Mark Grayson wars. One of the evil marks said, "I killed you once in my world. I'll do it again." He did it to Wolfman. Spoilers. That was supposed to be meant for Spawn. So you're telling me Grayson killed Spawn in his universe? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Spawn would tear Mark Grayson apart. All right, that's it.
Thing ever. Look upon his edge, wizard, and despair.
Keith David, that's
Spawn
the guy's
would
name.
violently defend
Best
New
voice
York's
actor for Spawn,
downtrodden,
Keith
while
David.
slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even
Yes.
stop time. Speaking
Yeah,
of
keep
time,
going with
he
the
can
powers.
fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can
Why not?
manipulate
Sure.
matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can rearrange molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
That's what I
Well,
would've.
he tried to do that, but Malvosia cursed him so that he could only make himself
Oh wow. Not again. This can't be. I'm a black man. That is messed up. Then again, I did read an issue where there was an issue of Spawn where Spawn went up against one of the KKK members, one of the KKK leaders, the KKKs, the leader of them, and let's say he got some payback after they ambushed Spawn. Spawn beat the crap out of the KKK leader, race swapped him from a white man to a black man. Spawn left. The KKK clan found their leader, but turned into a black man. They didn't recognize him, even though he played that is him. The KKK clans did not believe him, so they killed their leader by hanging. So yeah, they killed their own leader without even noticing it. That happened in one of the Spawn comics. Because Spawn can basically change the color of your skin with a touch of his magic, just to get justice on the cruel. That did happen. So yeah, I feel sorry for Spawn that he can't get his original face back because Malbogia, the demon, likes to troll him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling like that that gets you a throne in hell.
To be fair, Spawn
ripped.
can achieve a similar result with
Oh,
illusions.
good. Thank
and
you for the censoring.
manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you
Ugh.
mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically,
Right.
hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the
Right,
energy
and he runs
that
out of
makes
that,
up
he goes
hell
back down
itself.
to where he come from,
Hal's
right?
undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
He can wield it like an
So that's
energy
why he's-
blaster empowered.
So that's why he weighs so heavy. Okay, let's powers, body manipulation, intangibility, invisibility, shapeshifting, transmutation, regeneration, elemental manipulation, energy absorption, flight, mental manipulation, necromancy, necroplasm, sin and soul manipulation, teleport, time manipulation, and weather manipulation. Oh my goodness, this guy got a lot of powers.
By the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By
Huh.
simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed
That's
the
a
sins
nightmare.
of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like
Wow.
Jesus?
Or he can
No.
do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of
Ugh.
your own sins, feeling every bit of pain
those
you've
eyes.
ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like some sort of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got unlimited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even
That is
depowered,
correct.
Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though
I mean,
his
he's a
greatest
soldier
weapon is
after
the
all.
sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's
I did not know
literally
that.
made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million sinners, including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most
Okay, arsenal. Agony Axe, Chain of Health, God Fruit, Guns, AK-9, AK, an AK-830 Rocket Launcher, Brimstone Cannon, Burst Missile Launcher, Madcap Submachine Gun, Necroplasma Gun, a screw-off shotgun, a K7 Letha, and the Sword of the Spirit.
potent weapon Hell has ever created.
It even helped Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Though Spawn
Right.
has managed to survive this in the past.
That's the only way to
Spawn's greatest
kill him.
weakness is his own, how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel.
Angela. Isn't that Thor's sister's name? In one of the Valkyries named Angela in the Thor comics? Huh.
She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And
Oh,
so
come
Spawn
on.
was forever destroyed until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There
Oh,
we are. Good
so he's
as
back
new.
good as new.
That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's
it's a
greatest
feat.
warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old
Yeah, that clown is called the Violator. That demonic clown is called Violator. He's basically there to tell Spawn to do his job and make people's life on Earth miserable, and that he sucks. Telling Spawn that he sucks over and over. Yeah, he's annoying and disgusting.
boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered other
Seriously?
Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys.
Wait a minute, his boss became an anti-Spawn in the Heaven. Despite his boss is one of the most evil characters it's one of the most evil character villains in Spawn. How did he get to Heaven? Huh. He done terrible things than Al has done.
Guys, might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason
that's
Malvosia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to hell and ripped Malvosia's head off. With a scream so loud it echoed through all of reality, Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of hell.
As king, Spawn is literally a
King Hell Spawn constantly increases in power, giant form, omnipotent in hell, and soul obliteration, divine spawn, angelic wings, granted by Mother of Existence, regeneration, reality refiguration. Yeah, Spawn might win this.
A part of hell itself, gaining access to
who am I kidding? He's going to win this.
Increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help.
Which he did. In the Spawn comics, apparently they made God an old lady, and Spawn managed to beat both Satan and God in his comics, which we all know that would never happen in real life because, Spawn is not real and God is not the bad guy. God is not the bad guy. Satan is the bad guy here. This is just comics. We all know this is not real life. And there are some people who seem to take things a bit too far, but hey.
Being who created this God and Satan to begin with. The mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human, but he knew.
Okay, his feats recreated the entire world, closed all of the dead zones created by God, torn a hole in the space-time continuum, survived and rewrote his own existence, stated that to be the strongest hell spawn, matched Satan in his divine form, defeated Malvosia, Satan, Mammon, Yuzing, Anti-Spawn, and Violator.
In his heart, he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can angstingly brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Of course.
If you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Yes, he will.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
Let's do it. Alrighty, nighttime.
Like these drive men insane.
That voice is spitting.
In the air.
That voice sounds so good, almost close to Keith David's voice performance. Nice, whoever's voicing you, you did an amazing job.
Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
You're not wrong. The Akira slide.
The pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
I just want to say, can you imagine if Spawn and Ghost Rider ever teamed up instead of fighting each other? It would be near unstoppable. They would be near unstoppable if they teamed up. But fans like to see them who would win in a fight. They don't care about, these characters, working together. That's not gonna work. You got...
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Nope. There we go. Oh, the blade, axe of agony.
Fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Saying that he fights sloppy. Well, Spawn did go toe to toe against Batman, which that is an impressive feat because Spawn is a mercenary. Ugh. I think that's a bad idea. Infinite. There we go. Yikes.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, wow. Truck demonic. Oh, wow. This is getting crazy.
Be damned. Yes, you will.
Well, poor choice of words. Okay, Scorpion. Get over here. Yikes. Oh, and Divine Spawn.
The vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Okay. Okay, they're literally fighting. This is a little heaven and hell fight. The realms are going crazy here. They're that powerful. Oh. Oh, that had to hurt.
Oh, sinners, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
But will that work, though? Oh.
I eat sin for breakfast.
That is
Have
true.
A taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Oh, putting it on him now.
Lies. He's the Prince of Lies. Wait, I'm an innocent.
Every penance there he has done on him, a millionfold. Oh, wow. Yikes. Oh, you didn't have to do Johnny Blaze like that. He's the good guy. He's a good person. Why you threw Johnny in the hell? Johnny Blaze was a good person. Why? It was Zarathos who's the crazy one here. Is the most chaotic evil here. Why Johnny had to die?
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
All right, fine.
KO! God damn!
Literally.
But then again, Johnny Blaze, those who are Ghost Riders, they do get ended up in hell. So I'm guessing Johnny will be somewhat fine. He'll be after being burnt and tormented by other demons. Other Ghost Riders will help him out and recruit him and say, hey, you were a Ghost Rider, you're with us. Hey, demons, he's off limits. So, it's Zarathos who's the loser here.
This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
All right.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected.
Okay, Spawn can infect infinite timelines and bulk space, such as the overlap, but Zarathos is a threat to the infinite number of infinite universes, infinite timelines, higher dimensions, transcendent realms, and the bulk space connecting them.
Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The
That is
ultimate
true.
dream power.
That is true. Johnny once claimed that only God can destroy the Ghost Riders permanently. However, it is shown that Ghost Rider Volume 2, Issue 81, and Ghost Rider Danny Ketch, issue 3, separating the spirit of vengeance from their host is fatal to the former, regardless of God's involvement.
For a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison.
Right.
Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive.
Spawn has also twice survived the fourth layer of hell, which subject the souls into its own sins like a penance stare. Okay, so penance stares don't work on Spawn because he has experience resisting that and can throw it back at you.
Attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually.
Mephisto claims stealing Ghost Rider's soul would be difficult, but only through trickery. In the Ghost Rider 06, Danny stole the spirit of vengeance from Ghost Rider Riders worldwide, including Johnny's. Johnny's soul was also being stolen by the Moondark Marvel Team-Ups Volume 1 and Centuries Ghost Rider Volume 2 Issue 80. Okay.
Happens a lot.
Danny
Even in
Ketch
recent comics.
is the most powerful Ghost Rider.
Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The damnation stare, on the other
multiplied
hand, actively helped
the effects,
Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal.
Oh man, this scene, that's Keith David. This scene right here. There's Keith David here, the best voice actor of Spawn. And I remember that scene.
Sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too.
Okay, Rogue from the X-Men, she absorbing Zarathos allows him to briefly control her, but Leftha can control the soul, body, and mind of her host, giving Al conscious resistance of her. He can simultaneously resist Zarathos' control, basically.
Like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge.
Zarathos Danny was able to do it. Danny Ketch was able to do it. I say Danny's is a more powerful Ghost Rider than Johnny Blaze. Ghost Rider, he's far stronger, equal in speed, but is incapable of killing Spawn, less versatile, and vulnerable to being separated from Zarathos. Spawn is more versatile, can regenerate from anything Ghost Rider throws at him. Multiple ways to bypass Rider's immortality. Equal in speed, but he was far weaker. That is impressive. Spawn is impressive.
Power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh. Okay. Okay, Shiragami Shigaraki from My Hero Academia versus Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. I am familiar with both of these, both villains. One of the main villains of My Hero and Mohita, the most. I hate that villain so much. He got away with killing so many characters, important characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. So many important characters were killed off by Mahito that I don't think they were ever going to make a season 2 of it.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more
It
Death
ended.
Battle.
The series
Thanks for
ended.
watching.
Jujutsu Kaisen already ended. Well, Spawn wins. Spawn is the winner. Johnny Blaze lost. Al Simmons wins. Anywho, what were your thoughts on this death battle? Thank you for watching this reaction. I know it's been a while. I'm hoping to add more videos along the way. What were your thoughts on this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you think Spawn deserves to win, or do you think Johnny should have won? Are you hyped for the next death battle? Let me know in the comments. You guys are awesome. I'm sorry for the long wait, but hopefully more videos will come. It's just going to take a very, very long while because online classes are back for me. And it's going to last throughout the entire year for me. And yeah, and personal jobs, in my personal life, jobs, real jobs, they're going to be involved. They keep me busy away from it all. I'm trying my best. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe. And most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you later, and keep being safe out there. Bye-bye.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
That little clip was from Fat for Survival. I thought it was appropriate for this type of video, for this type of death battle. Take care and goodbye. See ya.